Guardiola's transformation from the king of tiki-taka to defensive master will be completed if Manchester City keep a club record 7th consecutive Premier League clean sheet against Southampton on Sunday. City have conceded only 3 goals in 10 matches so far this season, a record that compares favourably to the league's best ever defensive side, Jose Mourinho's Chelsea, who led in 15 goals in 2004-05. It also shatters Guardiola's image as a naive coach who only concentrates on attack, something he regards as long overdue. Of course, in the last 10 years, I was always concerned and focused on defending well, maybe more than any other thing, he stresses. The only difference is we do it far away from our goal.Our approach, as we didn't defend deep, we defend so high. I don't want to sound arrogant, but in the seasons I was at Barcelona and Bayern Munich, we were always the team that conceded least. Even so, this season's record is astounding.City conceded 39 goals in Guardiola's debut campaign, 13 more than Tottenham and only the 4th best record overall. What has made the difference? The City coach puts it down to competition for places, a willingness to defend from the front and an aggressive policy to win the ball back from the opposition as quickly as possible. He vehemently denies instructing his players to deliberately foul, following claims from Gary Neville on TV that City were masters of the dark arts, illegally stopping the other team from launching quick counterattacks. I'm not disclosing a secret when I say that when the opponent has the ball, we're going to push them, press them to regain the ball to attack more. That's the main thing, he insisted. But people have to know, and Gary Neville knows perfectly because he was a former player, the opponents play, too. Sometimes they dribble, you arrive late and you're down and make a foul. So, yeah, it happens. I'm not saying we don't make fouls, but the intention to do something, deliberately, no. I don't think we're a team that make a lot of fouls in games, but I can assure you never in my life in one meeting or one idea did I say to my players, you have to do that to make problems to the opponents. It never happened in Barcelona, it never happened in Bayern Munich, and it can never happen at City or in the future in my career, never. Having got that off his chest, Guardiola is happy to provide some insight into why City are stopping teams week in, week out. The last Premier League side to score against them were Newcastle United on September 1st. John Stones and Aymeric Laporte, both 24 years old, have wrested the starting positions from club captain Vincent Kompany and Nicolas Otamendi, though Guardiola believes it's the strength of his squad which keeps the first 11 on their toes. The best competition is not the opponents but the men beside you, he says. We are going to help John and Aymeric grow as players, but when they feel there are 2 guys as good as them, Kompany and Otamendi, that is the only way for them to compete at a very high level for a long time. One of the secrets of being consistent for more than one season is all the players feeling, wow, I have to play good because the other ones are so good, otherwise they don't have the ability to play their best every day. In Guardiola's first season, he grumpily claims he was not a coach for the tackles after a 4-2 beating at Leicester. It was clearly not true. This season, City have grinded out a goalless draw at Anfield and pipped Tottenham 1-0 at Wembley. On other occasions, they let loose an attack, and Southampton must fear today's trip to the Etihad will go badly, even though Kevin De Bruyne's latest knee injury will keep him out for 6 weeks. City beat Burnley 5-0 in their last league game at home. Perhaps Guardiola's most impressive achievement is getting players like star forward Sergio Aguero to buy into the philosophy of defending from the front. The period is over when you have a striker who will score a goal when the ball comes to them, but has a coffee when the opponent has the ball. That time is finished. Everybody in the big clubs fights, and we have to be part of that. In the big teams you need strikers with big quality who score goals but also fight. Eyebrows were raised when Guardiola's big spending seemed to concentrate on defenders. £53 million for England right back Kyle Walker, a combined £94 million on Stones and Laporte, £52 million on French left-back Benjamin Mendy. The rewards are now there to see, all supplemented by the excellent Brazilian goalkeeper Ederson behind them. Guardiola is getting close to finishing his jigsaw. He signed only one player, Riyad Mahrez, last summer, and may only sign one more biggie in the next 12 months. Defenders need personality to play, he said. I was impressed with John's personality when I saw him play for Everton. The same with Laporte from Spain. We don't just want to buy players who defend well. We want players who play as well. Every manager has good ideas, but without good